From Hollywood legends to starlets on the rise, Michael Douglas has a fascinating dating history. Buckle up as we explore the loves, almost loves, and everything in between. So, let's begin. Michael Douglas and Brenda Vaccaro had a long-term relationship in the 1970s. They reportedly met in 1971 while filming the movie Summer Tree. Michael saw Brenda in another film beforehand and was a fan, asking his father Kirk Douglas to introduce them. Vaccaro was about 7 years older than Douglas at the time. They dated for nearly 6 years, living together for a significant portion of that time. In a somewhat unconventional move, they had a hippie wedding at their agent's house in the 1970s. Brenda has described it more as a vow exchange than a legal marriage. Despite their strong connection, the couple eventually parted ways in 1975. Michael Douglas and Pat Cleveland, an American fashion model, were romantically involved in the mid-1970s. They met at the famed Studio 54 nightclub in New York City, which was known for its star-studded clientele and wild parties. In her 2016 memoir, Walking with the Muses, Cleveland discussed her relationship with Douglas, describing him as the love of life. She also mentioned that they faced discrimination and disapproval due to being an interracial couple. Michael Douglas's fleeting romance with Aspen socialite Nancy Pfister in the late 1970s is often overlooked. They were said to have had a brief yet intense fling, although they didn't commit long-term. While not as publicized as his other relationships, Nancy Pfister remains a captivating and mysterious presence in Douglas's romantic history. Michael Douglas and Deandra Luker met in 1977 when Deandra was just 19 years old and working as a film production assistant. Douglas was 32 years old at the time and had just become a major star from his role in the TV series The Streets of San Francisco. Their paths crossed at the inauguration of then-American President Jimmy Carter. Within 2 weeks of dating, Michael proposed to Deandra, and in March 1977, they exchanged vows. In 1978, they had their only child together, a son named Cameron. Throughout their marriage, Douglas and Luker faced various challenges, including Douglas's struggles with alcohol and drug addiction, as well as infidelity rumors. In 1995, Deandra officially filed for divorce, and their 18-year journey together came to an end. Their separation was a significant event in Hollywood, given their prominence and the longevity of their marriage. Deandra and Michael famously had one of the largest divorce settlements in Hollywood history. Deandra received a reported $45 million, along with the couple's Santa Barbara, California estate. During the making of the 1984 hit Romancing the Stone, co-stars Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner sparked rumors of a behind-the-scenes romance. Although their on-screen chemistry fueled speculation about a real-life affair, they have never publicly confirmed any romantic involvement. Nevertheless, their undeniable on-set bond led to collaborations in 2 more films, The Jewel of the Nile and The War of the Roses, solidifying their reputation as a memorable on-screen pair. The sizzling on-screen chemistry between Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone in the 1992 hit Basic Instinct allegedly translated into off-screen sparks. Rumors swirled about a fleeting romance during filming, although neither has verified these claims. Still, their undeniable connection in the iconic thriller stands as a career highlight for both stars. Though the full details of their bond may stay a mystery, their collaboration remains a captivating part of Hollywood history. Michael Douglas was briefly linked to Italian actress and model Loredana Romito in the early 1990s. The two were rumored to have a short but passionate affair. Loredana says their encounter at Cannes was brief, only 2 days, but claims it was wonderful and that Douglas kept in touch. During the next 6 months, they met again, first in Paris and towards the end of the summer in Rome and later in Japan. Only Douglas himself, as the other party, can confirm whether or not they had an affair, as Loredana claimed. In the mid-90s, Michael Douglas was frequently seen alongside television news journalist Elizabeth Vargas. While specifics about their relationship are largely kept private, rumors suggest they met at industry gatherings and felt a mutual spark. However, their connection was short-lived and they didn't pursue a serious commitment. Nevertheless, their brief fling adds an interesting chapter to Michael Douglas's romantic history. The public became aware of Michael Douglas's involvement with Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Maureen Dowd during the late 90s, as they made appearances at different functions together. Their initial encounter occurred during Maureen's work on a Vanity Fair profile about him, sparking a romantic interest that largely remained private. Despite their contrasting career trajectories, their undeniable chemistry was evident. Nevertheless, their relationship gradually faded, leading them to part ways eventually. In 1999, Michael Douglas and Martine McCutcheon were spotted having dinner together at a London restaurant. Tabloids made a big deal of it, with headlines portraying it as a date between a Hollywood A-lister and a rising British star. However, McCutcheon downplayed it, calling it a fun night out and not a romantic date. Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones share a remarkable love story that has spanned more than 2 decades. They first crossed paths at the Deauville Film Festival in France in 1998. Introduced by actor Danny DeVito, their connection was immediate. Michael, already an established Hollywood figure, was captivated by Catherine's performance in The Mask of Zorro. He arranged a date, and despite an initial hiccup, their chemistry blossomed. In December 1999, Michael proposed to Catherine, and they got engaged. The following November 2000, they exchanged vows, sealing their love in a grand wedding. Their union produced 2 children, son Dylan, born in August 2000, and daughter Karis, born in April 2003. Their relationship hasn't been without bumps. In 2013, they went through a brief separation, with some sources citing Michael's health struggles, he battled throat cancer, and Catherine's bipolar disorder as contributing factors. They reconciled in 2014 and have remained strong ever since. Michael candidly shared their journey during an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, emphasizing that every couple faces difficulties. He affectionately said, "I'm crazy about her," and acknowledged that being in the public eye magnifies their experiences. In November 2023, Michael and Catherine celebrated their 23rd wedding anniversary. Their enduring love, shared experiences, and commitment continue to inspire.